If you've been following me for a while, then you know that I am a recovering serial monogamist, which means I'm now single by choice, but I haven't been in a really long time. And something I've noticed about being single, because people, they say it's hard, or like, it hasn't always been my first option, so it's difficult to adjust to sometimes. First of all, for the most part, it's the best. It's the best. I don't have to run anything by anyone. I can do what I want. I can spend my money how I want. I can spend my time how I want. I can have like a bunch of little boyfriends if I want to. I can ignore them all for the day if I want to. Love, 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 love. But the difficulty in being single, for me at least, is not in the day-to-day. It's not in not having a wedding date or like things like that. It's in the little moments when I'm not used to being alone and now I have to self-soothe. So it means when I wake up in a weird mood, I can't roll over and just like be cuddled and kiss on the forehead and now it goes away, right? Like I can't just like text that one person and know that they're going to be there to like coddle me and make me feel better, which like this is something that I struggle with. And I think that's why it's so difficult in this era of dating, because we're all on the apps. Because it's like, what do? You reach out for somebody to talk to, but you don't want just somebody to talk to. You want somebody who knows you, appreciates you, listens to you. Like kissing and, the rest of it is fine. It's fun. But like, I think most of us, I would bargain, I might be wrong, are looking for that intimacy, that human connection. And it's like, I think that's why we're going in circles, because it's like I'm reaching out on the apps looking for something that's not what most men are looking for. So now, we come to a standstill where now I'm just alone, which is fine, but it's not. I don't feel that in the scene that we're in, most people are being maybe honest or seen or heard. You get the apps, you feel alone, you talk to them for a while, and then it's like, okay, this isn't going the way I thought, and now it trickles off. Now you enter the power plays. It's just a lot. And I just say all of this to, I guess, process out loud like I always do, but I just think replacement behaviors, it's like, I don't know for those of you that have already done this, how long it's going to take, but I'm like 3 months in, and like I said, usually it's the best, but I'm having to really learn and get used to the fact that for a long time, until I decide I intentionally want to be in a relationship, which I'm nowhere near ready to do, I'm going to have to walk alone in the moments when it's really, really, really just not fun. And it's just not always fun, I guess. And I'll take whatever advice you got, because so far all I have is replacement behaviors. Like, oh, I feel like I want attention from a boy, or I feel rejected, or I feel alone, I'm going to go for a walk, or I'm going to, make a collage, or go to a dance class, or paint my nails, or go to bed, or whatever. I guess that's it.
Okay, girls, it is not often that I come on here and get stern with you, but I had to. The men that are your biggest ops don't look how you think they do. Okay? They don't. I mean, some of them might, of course, but girls, stay with me. You need to stop falling for the performative mustache, performative mullet, performative sticker tattoo sleeve combo. It could be one of them. It could be two of the above, or all three in some instances. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. I can't keep seeing it. I cannot keep seeing it.
They say a man don't take care of himself, and then they get mad at the way a man takes care of himself.
Taking a girl on a walk is not a date.
Okay. Why isn't it?
And I can't believe I even have to say this.
But yet, here we are. So why isn't it a date?
It is low effort. You put zero thought into it.
Based on what? That the guy isn't spending a lot of money? Maybe he just wanted to get to know you.
If I wanted to go on a hot girl walk, I would call one of my girlfriends. I will go with the girlies.
Okay then. What exactly did you have in mind?
A date is something that you actually have to plan. A date is something that you are investing a certain amount financially into it. It doesn't have to be a ton, but something.
No, a man does not have to invest money into a certain activity in order for it to be considered a date. That's rather materialistic minded of someone.
For example, if you wanted to go on a walk and then have a picnic, right? You have a couple snacks, maybe bring some music you can listen to. Like, oh, this is a perfect view for a sunset. Like, let's put a little thought into it.
It's really sad that some individuals think that a relationship has to start out by someone spending money.
Even a guy that has no money, like if he wanted to, he would. He will find a way to figure it out. He will find a way to make it special for you.
It's almost like things can be made special and meaningful without money.
If a man is trying to take you on a walk, girl, run. Run. Not toward him. Away.
Just a thought, but if a woman needs a man to spend money on her in order for her to feel special, yeah, the woman's not the one that should be running in the opposite direction.
Now, don't come for me because I know how you girls like to tussle. But sometimes we keep attracting back-to-back emotionally unavailable men because we ourselves are actually emotionally unavailable. And when we deal with men who are emotionally unavailable, we actually don't ever have to be emotionally available either.
Question for the men out there, and please, for the love of God, don't get offended because I don't mean any harm by it. So many men wish death upon me. No, so many men say that they're scared of women. Okay? So many men say this. I've heard this to me about situations. What does this mean? What do men mean when they say they are scared of women? Are you actually scared of women, or are you scared of approaching them? Like, why are we scared? Like, I'm here to answer the questions that you need to have answered in the comments. I will 100% give you the honest truth about a woman or a situation that you need prevailing. Think of it as an agony aunt situation, darling. I will help, okay? Phoebe to the rescue. But seriously, why are we scared of women? Please help me answer that question, and I will answer any questions that you have. Because why are we scared? We're just petite little flowers that need a bit of love.
I hate when men are trying to get your attention and they're like, hey, what? What the f you want? You snaggletooth son of a... No manners, no respect, no courtesy. Why don't you walk up to me and be polite? Hey, like, ugh.
You gotta be kidding me. Like, I just literally got dressed up. I'm ready to go out. Like, I look stunning. We got on a Tinder date. That turns out that is not what he said he looked like. Like, he said he was 6'1", and he was literally shorter than me, and I'm 5'7". He didn't look like his pictures at all.
6.5 hours later.
Well, since many of you are saying comments like this, here you go. This is me with no makeup. What do you have to say now? On top of that, I find it really funny that most of these comments are coming from men. It's like, where's your masculinity going to a girl's profile and telling her these kind of comments, or putting like, you're ugly, or you're like not as good looking as you think you are. It kind of looks like you're scared or itchy from someone that comes across as confident. I'm sorry that I'm not as insecure as you. Maybe I'm not a 10 in your eyes, but I am a 7 in my own eyes, and that's all that matters to me. You can add my personality, my values, my intelligence, and a long list that goes on that even adds points to that number that I said before. So I'm sorry if a confident girl makes you insecure and you have to put these kind of comments in somebody else's platform, but I love myself. I find myself very beautiful, very attractive. So I'm sorry, but your comments actually don't really matter to me, because I still feel beautiful even with no makeup. That's all. Bye.
Not gonna lie, her with her makeup off, it looks pretty good. It doesn't alter her face like it does with some other women I've seen. I don't agree with her getting catfished, but I do actually agree with the comment that the guy posted. A lot of times these women, oh man, the guy's so short, he catfished me. But then they have loads and loads and pounds of makeup on.
So y'all don't have a lot of male friends, rather?
Well, not if I'm in a relationship. It's different. If you're single, that's one thing. But if you're like in a relationship, why do you need all that attention from other people? If you're friends, that's one thing. Yeah.
I agree.
No. Come on, back over here for me, please. Yeah. Yeah, switch up a little bit.
I agree with Alexa.
In what way do you agree?
I agree. Things change whenever you're in a relationship, so.
So you just keep them on retainer?
What?
Yeah, y'all just keep them on the back burner?
It's my turn! You told me it was my turn.
Until like you're back out?
If it's serious, then no.
Thank you for that answer. I'm asking y'all to clear it up. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to help you out. Hey, can y'all please stand right here for me? Can you come back, please? Thank you. Thank you. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, but if you're in a serious relationship, things change. You know?
Yeah, that's
You don't-
very
you
true.
don't- Yeah,
That's very true. If y'all are single, do whatever you want. But if you're not, stay loyal to your woman.
She's talking to the camera.
Seriously, you know.
Again, my tactics, this topic is gender neutral. Fellas, I know you guys think looks are not important, but I'm here to tell you a lot of women want their man to be attractive. I mean, for me, my man doesn't have to be attractive, but I want us to be able to take a good photo. I want him to be able to know how to dress. Like, okay, I get it, you may have the money, but like, that's where you could tell between the different apps. Like, for example, Tinder, Match, like, all those people are ugly. They take ugly photos. But when you step up to better apps like Luxy and the League, the men are professional. They look professional. Like, it's a different ball game, and they're getting better matches. Fellas, if you're not getting a girl to match you, it's your photo. Wipe the lens, get in better lighting, and act like you got some sense. Or book a call.
So Minneapolis just made it legal for women to walk around topless, and I'm like, who's gonna do it first? Because like, I think I'm down.
You would not believe the crazy my city just passed as a law. Women are now allowed to walk around topless, no bra, no shirt, naked. Not naked, but upper body completely naked. That's a law now. Like, you can do that. That's crazy, bro.
I've never heard a woman in my life advocate that we change child support into money and the man must spend time with the kid. I've never heard a woman say that in my life. All they've ever advocated for was more money. So if you've advocated for money, then that is the outcomes that you get. You have told men for at least 50 years that the most important thing that you can bring is money. So if I can give you the most important thing, I don't have to give you anything else. And that's what you told men. That's what makes her Anthony Edwards.
Do you know she glows different when she dates an older man? Let's get something straight. It's not always about the age, but it is definitely about the energy. And that older men do have a different energy. Here's what women really love about dating older men. Older men have emotional stability. They're not freaked out over little things like the younger guys are, or worrying about other people. They've already been there, done that. They want peace, and we love peace. And older men tend to have clear communication skills. They have honed it. They have used it. They are usually excellent in their communication style. The leadership and direction that an older man can give you is actually pretty awesome. They're not just there just to tell you what to do. He makes you feel safe and that you can trust him, because that structure allows you to relax in the presence. Just relax and be yourself. There's usually some intentional effort, like the plans, the dinners, the going out, the outings are usually planned, which is very nice. We don't have to do everything, ladies. When dating an older man, you don't have to prove your worth. He already sees your worth and provides that with peace. You just be who you are, be peaceful, no drama, because that is the grown man effect.
So she left Diddy and was married, but felt the need to go out to dinner with Diddy to get closure. Somehow Diddy comes into her and her husband's new home, self on her, and when she tells Diddy to stop, he just keeps going. She said he finished and his eyes were black. So after all this has happened, she goes out on another date with Diddy after he himself on her, and she's married, has a great time, and willingly has sex with him. Then when they asked her, why did you have sex with him after what he did to you the last time in your house, she says, because I was with him for 10 years. Think about that. You go out with the ninja that just fits off upon you, let him hit, and you marry. What the hell? What the helly?
Feminine energy is not conditional. I'm going to say that one more time for you. Feminine energy is not conditional. Women, we do not allow men to determine our femininity based on how they treat us and us being in their proximity. Feminine energy is a natural essence that we have. Let me ask you a question, sis. You deem yourself a masculine woman, full alpha female. If you meet a guy who introduces you to the soft life and puts you in your feminine, what if something happens in that relationship and you have to leave? Y'all break up. Are you going to go back to masculine energy? I want to say this first. I understand that life experiences has made a lot of us women masculine. I'm a reformed thug, reformed masculine woman. Won't even lie to you guys. Right? And I get it. Eldest daughter for some of us, single mother for some of us, bosses at our job, and especially in male-dominated fields. And or if you ran your household as a third parent. I get it. But now is the time you have to let that go. Being masculine was a survival mechanism for us, and it did a great job to get us where we are, to handle the situation that we need to handle. And we're not going to totally let masculine energy go, because we still need it. But that should not be the essence of who we are and how we present ourselves and how we represent ourselves in life and in these relationships. We cannot do that anymore because it's making us sick. We are stressed. We feel it in our mind, in our body, in our spirits. A couple years ago, I decided no more. I'm not doing masculine energy, and I actually had to tap in and do a lot of groundwork to unlearn those things and really tap into my feminine energy, my essence and frequencies to get to what you see today and who I am. So now, when I meet men, I'm coming in already feminine. The only thing they can do is heighten that femininity because they're adding in that, I feel that masculine essence and it makes us a little different, right? It does. But they're not making me. I came in feminine already. And they're benefiting from that. What does that look like? I show up kind. I show up peaceful. I show up with safety. I show up with love. And they'll tell you, I'm phenomenal. And they feel it. And the thing about it is, they'll do anything for you. Anything. Even if you're not even in that relationship anymore, because you showed them so much love, respect, and feminine kindness. What's up? What do you want? In a good way, not what you want. Because of what you showed them. Now I'll say this is where a lot of you ladies mess up. You complain, oh, he put me in my masculine. He put me in my masculine. He didn't put you anywhere. You allowed it. Let me tell you. If I'm in a situation with a guy and I'm dating, we have a nice flow of masculine and feminine energy. If I feel that he's not doing his part, let's say that could be leading, or he's kind of lacking in making decisions, and I feel like I need to be in control because we know what that's like, right? We form alpha females. I'm leaving. I'm leaving with poise and silence. That's the difference. A lot of women tolerate it and then try to take over and then complain about being the leader in a relationship. No. Let him go. Go get you a new man. Let him go. Respectfully. This isn't working for me. I do wish you the best. I thank you for your time. Gone. You will do a lot of, you haven't done the groundwork. If you're going to do a lot of groundwork, you will not let anybody disrupt this essence that you're in. He didn't do his job, so he has to go. And I say this again. Remember, feminine energy isn't conditional. Let these men work. Let them do their masculine thing. You stay in your feminine energy, and I promise you, everything that you want and you manifest will come your way.
Exactly. Too many modern women out here are just masculine. Oh, he put me in my masculine, and no, you weren't that at all. You're not being that. Maybe at some point in time, somewhere in life, it made you that way, but y'all use that as an excuse to never change. Oh, I'm looking for a man with potential. I'm looking for a man with ambition. That means if I find a man at $100,000, I want him to change and go up to 150, 200, 300,000 over the course of our lifetime because he's ambition. I want evolving. I want change. But then they don't do that. I'm looking for a woman to graduate out of that masculine into her feminine. I'm looking for some evolving over the lifetime. Well, no, I just feel like you should take me as I am. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
So I was just having a conversation with my son's dad about like being in love and how I'm starting to think later in life that maybe I'm just not meant for a relationship because I have not experienced an instance where I just want to be with someone constantly. I haven't experienced in my adult life where I actually want to like live with someone or share space. I'm like, maybe I'm just not the relationship type. And he counters and he goes, look, I just don't think you've met the right person. He's like, I don't think you've met your person yet. He goes, because when you meet your person, you're going to literally, like, your soul is going to crave theirs. It's just a different feeling. He's like, and you just haven't had it yet. But I'm about to be 40 years old. Like, I'll turn 39 here in literally like a few days. I just don't know if that whole fairy tale of things is something that, like, is for me. Like, I don't know if I'm the person for it. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to live with anyone. I don't want to share my house. I don't want to share my space. I don't want to do any of that. I have never felt the need to be up underneath the person all day. I'm fine with my space. I'm kind of a loner. I don't mind being alone. But he stands firm. He's like, I've known you a really long time. He goes, you just haven't met the right person. I don't know. I don't know.
Listen, for the ladies out there that need to hear this, if you're in connection with somebody and you're dating, or there's this mutual attraction and connection, whatever you want to call it, and you're sitting here wondering why he hasn't texted you, why he hasn't called you, what you're supposed to do to make him show up for you, don't do that. He is literally doing what he wants to do right now. Like, he's literally doing it, right? And we know about if he wanted to, he would. This is true. This is true. If he wanted to, he would. But also, you got to remember, some of these men are also very much in their heads the same way we are. Sometimes it's not a gameplay. Sometimes literally they are processing if they're doing too much. They don't want to come off too strong or too clingy. And sometimes they're just not sure what the next step should be because they don't want the women to misread it or to look too deep into it or to assume things of it. Everybody is in their freaking head, okay? At the end of the day, he is still doing what he wants to do, regardless if it includes you or if it doesn't include you. So stop sitting here trying to figure out what you're supposed to do to get his attention. Stop doing that. He's living his life, and so should you. Just do whatever you want to do. If you want to text him, text him. If you don't want to text him, don't. But don't do anything because you're anticipating a reaction from him. Like, literally do what you want to do. If you don't want to send a text because you don't feel like it, then don't. If you want to FaceTime him, if you want to call him, if you want to send him a meme, whatever, do what you actually want to do, and he will respond the way he wants to respond. And at the end of the day, if it ends up being a game between the two of you, then that is not the one for you. And women, you got to stop playing the game too. You keep saying you don't want a dude to play games, and yet you're still playing games. Stop that madness. Show up authentically, loud and proud as you are. Talk a lot, talk a little, dress crazy, don't dress any way, which way, you don't care. Like, it doesn't matter. Be yourself. Do and act the way you are in general, in everyday life. And the right person will show up vibrationally, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, compatibility wise too. Just be you. And the ones that like it and get it will come. And if they don't, they don't. You should not try to sway, guilt, convince, or play people around so that they come to your side. That's not what this is. So until the right one shows up, live your best life. Enjoy.
Damn. So not one man ever looked at me and said, let me put this bitch up. Let me buy this bitch a Range Rover, an Escalade, or a Porsche. She can pick any Birkin or Chanel bag she want every Tuesday. And all she have to worry about is what hairstyle she gonna wear, what she gonna wear, drink lemon drops with her friends just to go gossip. Not one man. I am not the bitch I think I am.
Well, I'm glad that you was able to answer that question for yourself. But like I tell you, fellas, a lot of these women don't care for the man. They only care about the money. Everything she named had to do with money. Birkin bag, Range Rover, hairstyle, be able to go order drinks with her friends and gossip. She don't want to lift a finger. She don't want no responsibilities as a woman. Only thing she wants to live is a luxury life off your dime. She don't care about the man. She don't care about you probably stepping out. But the only thing she would care about if you stepping out is if you're spending money on other chicks. If it's a potential that you could leave her and be with another chick, because that's detrimental to her sitting on her ass all day and you just spoiling her. That's the only reason she would care about other women. But if she knows there's literally no chance of losing you, she wouldn't even care about other women, because you're giving her the lifestyle that she want. You're spoiling her. You're taking care of her. She don't have to worry about a thing, you know? The only thing she got to worry about is what hairstyle she want to pick, or, oh man, I already got the black and the purple and the blue Birkin bag. Should I get the red one? That's the only thing she got to worry about, you know, is how to spend your money. A lot of these women could care less about you, about the man. The only thing they care about is if that debit card swiping, is that credit card swiping. That's it. The resources that come with you, what you have accumulated over time, and can they spend it on themselves?
You know what's discouraging more men than anything in a dating market? It's the fact that when you have washed up, big back, double chin women saying that, oh, you got to make 6 figures, or you got to make, this amount to be with me, or you shouldn't be dating if you're only making 50K. And it's just to the point, like, most guys like, all right, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Like, okay. And then it's like, oh, why won't guys talk to me? Women don't care nothing about the statistical facts and the numbers. They don't care about it. They don't care. But the funny thing about the game is they said date. They ain't say you couldn't smash. All these women that make these high demands from men have smashed into nothing. Not a bottle of Aquafina, not a biscuit from KFC. They've all got clapped for Nathan. From Nathan. I'm telling you, they all got clapped for Nathan. Always keep that in the back of your mind.
Don't mind me, I'm just out here deep conditioning. It's a sacred Sunday. But men. Just because your homeboy is married does not mean he knows what he's talking about when it comes to relationships, when it comes to marriage. Just take everything they say with a grain of salt, okay? I know y'all like to look at your homeboys and be like, oh yeah, he did it, he know what he's talking about. He don't. All those tips and tricks and hacks, he don't even know how to use them. He's never even used them. He's probably tried to use them and he's gotten, turned down. Either way, take everything your homeboys say, your married homeboys say, with a grain of salt, okay? Because some of them wish they were still single and they giving you advice to keep you still single. You're welcome.
I just woke up to 100 new DMs. I don't know what video TikTok is pushing and why it chose that video, but I don't want any more DMs. Stop. It is men from Nigeria, Jamaica, Trinidad, like people DMing me their number. That's it, just their phone number, no other context. Like, I'm flattered, but respectfully, I am not looking for anybody. Yes, I'm single, but I am not looking. Thank you. Stop. Is there a way I could turn the DMs off? Like, y'all taking up the space off my phone, okay? I'm trying to delete them. I was deleting them last night. Then I woke up this morning to 100 more. I'm like, bro. I don't know what I'm about to do, but stop DMing me.
I don't know what it is, man. I see a lot of these women a lot of times saying that they want a man, specifically her wanting a man. I want to date. I want to be happy. I want to do X, Y, and Z. But then when your DMs get flooded, oh, I'm not interested. I don't want this. I don't want that. What do you want? What are you looking for? You don't know what those men are about. Y'all be talking about wanting to date and you're getting opportunities. Now it's your time to go through those opportunities and vet those people. Period.
Hold on, because I'm trying to understand. And to the bougie ladies, y'all can help me understand in the comment section down below. What you mean Y'all leaving y'all men. Y'all hard-working men that make sure they provide his food on the table and sometimes got clothes in your back, and even that's not his job. I really think it's a woman's job to make sure she got clothes. You feel me? I really think it's a woman's job to make sure she keep her nails and her feet done. What you mean you left the man because he can't afford you? What you mean? What y'all mean? Then y'all got women under the comments on my post about eating that Longhorn and Outback saying, well, the men need to stay out of their DMs or stay out of their way if they can't afford them because they not eating that Longhorn and they not eating that Outback. So what you want to eat? He put food in the crib. Cook it. It's not his job to do. It's not his job to buy you Fendi, Gucci, Chanel. It's no value in that. A man in his right mind ain't finna do that. Now hear me out. It's a plus when you ask him, babe, I need my nails and my feet done, and he pay for it. Babe, I want this bag, and he buys it. But it's not mandatory. He don't have to do that. And if he tell you no, that don't mean you leave him, or that don't mean he can't afford your lifestyle. That's ridiculous. You finna die with 9 cats and 2 dogs, and no ring on your finger. And there's a lot of men leaving these women because they really like, you know what? I'm sorry I can't be with this girl because I can't afford her. He got a job, he paying bills, and he keeping food on the table. And y'all still making the men feel this small. Oh, well, you can't afford my lifestyle. Or every time I ask him for money, he say no. You should have a job. And it's a plus if you have a job and a man tell you keep all your money. What you doing with your money? It was a time when us women couldn't work and we fought so that we can work. You got a job now. We can work. Go accumulate your own money. You want a $5,000 bag? You go buy it. You want $7,000 pair of shoes? You buy it. It's amazing, and it's a plus if we do find a wealthy man that'll be able to do that for us. You feel me? But it's not mandatory. And y'all got the nerve to be out here making real men that's working feel this little because they can't buy you a pair of $7,000 shoes. Not everybody's rich. Not everybody's wealthy. Some people just making it. And y'all got some nerve. And we already on a shortage of real men. Half of them is either dead or in prison. And y'all want to take advantage of the ones that's out here providing for their families and working, putting food on the table, giving you money here and there. And that's still not enough. Y'all out here making posts talking about I had to leave him because he can't afford my lifestyle. Get a grip. A real man knows the value of $1. It's a man's job to lead and provide. It's not our job to lead because God knows if us women had to lead, we'll drown ourselves in a damn hole. You gonna die with a turtle.
Next time a guy asks me why I'm single, I'm gonna be so honest. It's because every man I meet is either toxic, boring, or broke. I've yet to meet a good man that can make me laugh and makes more money than me. And that just doesn't seem like a me problem. I just really don't think I'm asking for too much. And if I am, that's fine. Bury me 6 feet under alone. I will die alone before I settle. I'm self-made. I built this life brick by brick.
So I'm having a conversation with a man the other day, and it's respectful, and it's about him being a 50-50 kind of man. He believes that it should be 50-50 in relationships. And, he's saying why. They both work. They both earn a very good living. If they put their money together and split the bills, they can live a nicer kind of lifestyle. There's no reason not to. She doesn't want to feel like she owes him anything, and he thinks it's just fair. And I ask the $1 million question. Is there ever any kind of circumstance where you can see yourself paying a greater share of expenses, not 100%, but where it's not 50-50? And he thinks very briefly, he says, yeah, well, if I really, really like her, bingo. They will pay more if they really, really like someone. But if they like someone just enough and it's fine, 50-50 works. So I want you to think about that. When you enter into these relationships and you're with a man who wants to go 50-50, he likes you just fine, but he's willing to invest more of his money into someone he really, really, really likes. And do you want to be the one that's just fine? Or do you want to be the one that he really, really, really likes?
This is not really the gotcha that you think it is, because I hear a good number of women saying that they will allow a man to start the relationship at 100% while they slowly over time invest more and more into the relationship until they get to 100%. So essentially the man is stuck out until you decide to bring your behind on, right? So again, even if the man is starting the relationship at 50-50 and she's at 50-50, then maybe the connection over time will deepen and maybe he'll take on more as the two get to know each other. You never know.
Hey guys, I'm out here on a run having epiphanies, and I said, let me drop this one. So, this is about the proverbial, like, what you bring to the table conversation. And that's basically talking about like what your value is, right? What's your value? What's your value? Now, maybe for women, you want to say, oh, you're educated, you can cook, I don't know, what else would you guys say that's like really extrinsic? You know, you make good money, you have your own place, you have your own car, things like that is like what you bring to the table. That's not what you bring to the table. Those are things, those are possessions, that's extrinsic value. Those are things outside of yourself that you just have. But if you strip all that away, what is your value? What's your value to yourself? What's your value to someone else that you're in a relationship with? Right? That's what you need to know. And that's what I think a lot of men and women don't know. Not that you don't have value, but you don't know what it is. Okay. So let's start with that we all have value, intrinsic value that's special and that's in us no matter what external things we have or don't have. Right. So let's not focus on things. Let's focus on ourselves. And in identifying what your intrinsic value is, you're going to have to take a look at how you affect the lives of people around you and the things that people like commonly say about you. All right, so your value is tied to your habits. And that's because what you do every day, all the time, is what people begin to know you for. And it's also what determines like your mood and how you experience life. So you have habits that shape positive rearing life for you, then you're going to have positive value to offer. And, interestingly, if you have poor habits, then you're not a high value person. But you can change that by changing your habits. Okay, so there's hope. Okay, so to give you examples, right? Say you are, as a woman, I'm going to just talk to the women. Men, apply to yourselves as you can. Because this is for men too. Because can I take a second and say, men, your value is not your money. Your value is not your whatever you do for a living. Because you can have money and not be generous. And then what the hell is that good for, right? So your value is things that are in your heart, inside of you, that you inspire in others, right? Okay. And it's about how you make others feel. That's where value is derived from. Okay. All right. So back to my ladies. So ladies, say you're a workout girl. Say you do yoga to relax. Say you juice, right? And you're dating a guy who powerlifts, but he's stressed out, he's breaking out, and all he drinks is like protein shakes and like energy drinks, right? If you're dating a man like that, you're gonna inspire him to take some time to like have some like low, like what do you call it? Like low impact working out, like some time to stretch and breathe and relax. You're gonna probably bring juices over for him. It doesn't have to be something that you buy. Like you can, make juices for him and bring those over, things that will give him energy naturally. That's not something that that's something that anyone can do, but that's not natural for anyone to do. It has to be something that's in you because those are your habits. That's what you do anyway. You know what I mean? So that's what makes it special and what you can say or just not say as an advertisement or anything, but that you can remember and uphold as like what your value is to someone, So nobody can come to you and say, that you don't bring nothing to the table. You have to know what you bring to the table. You have to know that. And that's important in self-confidence and self-identity, is knowing these things. and cultivating good habits for self-confidence and just for a good life. And that's it. So I hope those examples help. I hope you can look at your life and look at your habits and see where you are important. You know, you are important. You are valuable to those around you. You do inspire greatness and good in people around you. That's, I don't know, that's like integral, right? To being like a good woman and a good person. So work on those things or identify those things and take note of them and celebrate them. All right, guys, peace.
I like that. You would do the same thing if you're on the job. You know, you start out by saying what the job is, the employer would at least. Hey, here's the job. Here are the benefits. And then they're going to give you your time to tell them what you can bring to the job. How can I complement what the man has just laid out? How can I be of service to the man? The man has just said to me the things that he can do, the things that he can provide for me. How then can I be of service to him in his life? How then can I compliment him in his life? How can we compliment each other? But a lot of women get offended by that question and they don't say anything. They just get up and walk out.
The problem with this, and I'm not going to pander to either gender. This is something that I want everyone to understand about leadership. Tie it into dating in a second. Leadership is thankless and constant risk taking. Constant risk taking. That's the job. Okay? So if you're going to call yourself CEO and the manosphere is going to say men are leaders, supposed to be that's the job. So why does anyone do it? Most people don't want to be leaders, by the way, and that's totally fine, right? Why does anyone do it? It's because you believe in a higher purpose and you believe in those payoff moments, right? In between the struggle, right? And you're always like striving. It's about the journey over. Leadership is service to make new leaders and whatever it is, family, organization, relationships grow, right? So to the women, I'll say this, okay? Because I don't want to get accused of pandering to women, right? Just lecturing men, right? It is a freaking hassle. You know, things like I've been in a restaurant scene many years, making restaurant reservations at the time you want, on this day, logistics, buying theater tickets, making plans. It's a freaking hassle. It is. The difference between me and that guy is I'm not complaining. I'm just stating the fact. I mean, it's a hassle, but I'm not complaining because I believe in the higher purpose of doing what I'm doing, right? I vet people. I ask questions I let people into my life that I want to do these things for. You surround yourself with people that are going to make that role easier, right? Can't call yourself another level CEO and then whine and complain, oh, why do I got to do everything?
Well, I think a lot of men sum up their feelings with women nowadays is that the juice just isn't worth the squeeze. I see a beautiful woman, love to get to know her, but when I see all of the stuff that I have to go through to get to her, just isn't worth it. Why? Because like the CEO said, like this guy in the post said, I give a list of things that I do. I say how I'm going to be of service to you. I'm protecting and providing even before I know you. I'm expending a lot of resources to try to get to know you just for you to sit there and just be like, oh, tee, that wasn't really funny. And then post a video about me when you get back to the house. You're talking about, oh man, that's just the risk that you take. You got to vet. I get it. I understand it. I'm on your side. You got to vet better. You got to manage your risk better. I get it. But for a lot of men that are spending a lot of money out here, just isn't worth the squeeze. Just isn't worth it. At some point in time, we've got to ask our women to do what they're supposed to be doing. If I'm being of service to you, what is it that you're going to be doing in return? That's not a huge ask.
And another thing, you should tell your little boyfriends about your little boyfriends. Because why not? You're not married. You should have so many boyfriends that you have so much to do and you are so busy and they have to book appointments with you. Because why not? You should, just like you have different types of friends to do different types of things with, just like you have friends that you can be bougie with and friends that you can be ratchet with and friends that you can hike with and do whatever you want with. You should have different types of boyfriends just like that. And you should tell them about each other. And then when one calls, it's, oh, hey, so-and-so's taking me to Cancun. I'll have to get back with you in about a week or two when we come back. Bring, oh, hey. He's going to be like, oh, did you need this? No, so-and-so already bought that for me. Tell them about each other, because if he really wanted you, he would take you off the market. You're not married. And if he really wanted you, If he really wanted you, it would bother something in his heart to say, I don't want another man doing these things for her. I don't. Get out of this life what you need to. You are too young. You are too beautiful. And at the end of the day, God didn't put us on this planet to settle. He really didn't. And I don't want to hear, oh, rings are too expensive. No, sweetheart, you can, if you really want to be married, you could literally go down to the courthouse and he can upgrade your ring at any time. And if you don't want to be married, that's okay too. You don't have to get married. I also didn't say sleep with a whole bunch of people, because that's not what I said. I'm saying keep your options open, just like he is.
Case in point, a lot of these modern women are playing in your face. Don't want you to say anything about it and just be the leader. Just take it. Absolutely not.